everybody. Welcome. My name is Gina. I'll be guiding you through your practice this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whenever you guys are going to be practicing today. Thank you for rolling out your mat and joining me on my very first YouTube virtual online yoga class. So be nice. This is the very first time. It's been a super frustrating week trying to figure everything out. Also with the sun and the humidity today, it's going to be nice and hot, so if you really want to get a sweat on, outside would be good. And that's also why I will be squinting and probably huffing and puffing. Bear with me. We're just going to go ahead and jump right in. We're going to start in child's pose. So I'm going to walk you through it and set you up, show you kind of what it looks like, and then I'm just going to talk face to face to the camera so you guys can hear me. Also, I am listening to my Spotify playlist. I will drop the link to that playlist so that you can move along to the same music as me in the comments. So we're going to start in child's pose. To do that, just start to bring your knees out wide towards the edges of your mat. Bring your hips back towards your heels. Maybe your big toes are touching. There's some connection there. Maybe not. That's okay. They don't have to touch. You just want to bring them closer together. And you're going to stretch your arms out nice and long in front of you. And let your forehead gently rest on the mat. And then just start to breathe. Letting your belly sink between the thighs just a little bit more with each exhale. And just notice what starts to come up. Maybe you're feeling some tightness, some screaming from your hips. That's okay. Just start to press into your hands, press the hips back a little bit more, and just settle in. We're going to be here for a couple minutes and just work on your breath. So right now, don't make any changes. You're just breathing in and out however it feels good and natural. And then just kind of take a note mentally what's going on with you upstairs. Maybe you've just had a killer week. There's a lot of internal dialogue going on. I know there's a lot going on in the world, so just start to let that go. Acknowledge it, give it some thought, give it some love and attention. And then the next hour, it's you and your mat and your breath. There's nothing to worry about besides yourself, how you're feeling, how you're breathing, how you're doing. So let's take a nice big breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth and exhale, let it go. Good. I want to take a couple more just like that. And since you're probably home alone, let it be loud. Really let that stress, that tension out with those exhales. Letting the lungs completely empty. We're going to seal the lips and slowly start to inhale through the nose. Feel the upper back start to round up as it expands with the breath and the belly drop. And then as you exhale, we're going to open the mouth and sigh, let it go. Good, 2 more just like that together. Big, big breath. Full breath in. 3, 2, 1. Nice and loud exhale, let it go. But this last breath should be your deepest, richest, fullest breath you've taken all day, the most energizing. So when you're ready, begin to inhale. Feel the whole body rise, the whole body expand and fill. Maybe hold at the top for a second, and then nice and loud, let it go. Good. So for the remainder of practice, we're going to keep our breath in and out through the nose, unless, again, you want to let go of some tension, some heat, some stress, anything like that. Just let those big, loud breaths go. Just take one more moment here, kind of settle in this still space before we get moving. Maybe let the forehead gently roll back and forth, side to side. And when it feels good, use the next inhale. We're going to press up to a tabletop. So that's coming onto all fours. Trying to get your shoulders stacked over your wrists. Your hips are stacked over the knees. The fingers are spread nice and comfortably, and the gaze is down between the thumbs to get this nice long spine, this nice flat spine. The toes are uncurled. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So as you inhale, slowly let the gaze come up, the belly drop, and the hips lift. And then as you exhale, press into the hands away from the mat. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the belly, tuck the chin to the chest. Good. Let's do 2 more just like that together. Inhale slowly. The gaze comes high, the shoulders come out of the ears, the belly drops. Exhale, press, tuck the tailbone, round the upper back, chin to chest. I said 1, we're going to do 2 more. So inhale, big breath, gaze high, hips lift, belly drops, shoulders down. Exhale, press and round. Good, 1 more together. Big breath, inhale, the gaze comes forward, hips high. Exhale, press away, really round the back. Good, now any organic, any gentle movements. So I like to do some hip circles, just distribute the weight back and forth. Feels nice. I have really tight hips, so I always like to do what I can for those. Awesome. You can curl the toes under to get a little stretch there and press the weight back. Good. And then come back to a tabletop. And then rotate the neck clockwise, counterclockwise, just some circles. Good. Come back to a nice neutral spine. So your belly button's in towards your spine, so tight core, tight midsection. As you inhale, lift your right leg and kick it back. Now you want a nice hard flex of the foot like you are stepping on a wall behind you. And gently let your right hip drop down about 1 inch so the hips stay nice and level. You can stay just like that if you feel balanced here. If you want a little bit more, let the left fingertips come forward. So opposite arm and leg are lifted. And just go ahead and rotate the arm, the wrist, the ankle. Some clicking and popping is normal, it's fine. Good, come back to stillness. As you inhale, we're gonna lift your arm and leg up about 1 inch. As you exhale, bend at the knee, left arm sweeps to the left, then reach back for the inside of the foot or ankle. Gaze comes forward as you kick into your hand. And then we release back down to all fours. You want to stay nice and even, nice and balanced. So trying to do the same thing on both sides here. Inhale, left leg kicks back. Nice hard flex, all 5 toes point down. A slight drop of your left hip. Again, you can stay right here, grounding both hands down. Or you can inhale, right fingertips reach forward nice and long. Some circles, some small movements in the joints. Feel great sometimes. And then come back to stillness. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, right arm out to the right, kick back, reach for the inside of the foot or ankle. Gaze is forward as you kick. Chest comes forward towards the front of the mat. Don't forget to breathe. And release. Beautiful. Palms are pressing into the mat. We're going to curl the toes under and then lift the hips up high. It's your first down dog, so be gentle. Pressing into the palms. The weight's going to be just a little bit heavier in your index fingers and thumbs. Think about rolling your biceps away, so external rotation, away from the head, creating some space by the ears. The hips are high, and I want you to gaze back. So at the shins, between the thighs, anywhere behind you. And you're trying to get your heels a little closer to the mat. They may not touch like mine, that's okay, that's normal. They may never touch. Think about pressing into the palms, lifting the hips a little bit higher, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the legs here. And just pedal it out. So bend and straighten into each leg. This is called walking your dog. Just little movements here. Little toe stretch. And we're never holding our breath. Big inhales, big exhales. Good. Let's inhale this time. Right leg's gonna lift high. Keeping even weight in your hands. Take a bend in the knee. So maybe that feels good and you're opening the hips. If you want a little more, go ahead and do nice big circles with the knee on the sky. Ooh, big hip pop there for me. And we'll straighten the right leg out and drop it back down to the mat. Staying nice and even, the inhale brings your left leg high. You can stay, you can bend it. You don't want to dump into this right hand. You want to keep even weight in both arms here. Big circles, nice big circles, getting into your hip joint. Big movements. Good, then straighten the left leg. Drop it back down to the mat. Bring the gaze to the hands, so look forward and slowly walk your feet up. So you're in a forward fold here. Now I like to have my feet about hips distance, so that's 2 fists in between your big toes to measure here. Some people, if you have really tight hamstrings, if you're a guy, maybe a little bit further, like mat's distance. And once you get here, just let the head be heavy, the shoulders, the neck relaxed. Pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up. Feel some length happening in the back, some stretch. Option to grab opposite elbows, feels nice. And just sway back and forth, gently, slow, small movements. Always is a good one after a nice long day of standing. Good. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale. We're going to release both hands down to the mat. We're going to heel toe your feet together so the big toes are touching. There can be a slight space between the heels. We're going to inhale for our first half lift. So fingertips will come to the shins. As you inhale, lifting up the back, gaze is down at the top of the mat, and we want to pull the shoulders out of the ears. So hopefully one day looking like the number 7 here. And then exhale, forward fold. Again, tight hamstrings, maybe a gentle bend in the knees here. Let's do that again. Inhale, half lift, hands to the shins, gaze is down, flat back, belly in, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet evenly as you inhale. We're slowly going to come up to standing, and your head should come up very relaxed. So arms reach, the palms compress. And then as you exhale, we're going to dive down, lead with the heart, hinge at the waist, forward fold. Let's do that 2 more times together. Inhale, half lift, gaze is down, shoulders are back. Exhale, fold. Press down into the feet as you inhale, slowly peel yourself up to standing. Arms reach. Extended mountain, palms compress. Exhale, forward fold, nice and slow, dive down. One more time, inhale, half lift, so find length, create space. Exhale, fold. Inhale to come to standing, nice and slow. Arms reach. And as we exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And we're going to plant the palms to the mat and then step 1 foot back at a time so you're in a high plank position. And now you can always go to a low plank, so you can drop the knees here, so supported, I guess, not low. And you'll get the same effect. I'm going to stay high plank for you guys to show you. And just breathe here. You're pressing away from the mat. The gaze is down. Your arms are engaged, your belly is in, legs are firm. Take an inhale. We're going to shift to the toes about an inch. And then as you exhale, nice and slow, let the elbows come in towards the body. We're going to lower all the way to the belly here for this first couple. So keep the chin to the center of the mat. Uncurl the toes, palms stay where they are. As you inhale, Lift just the chest and shoulders off the mat. So you're using the strength of the muscles in the back. Let the shoulders come back out of your ears. And then exhale, come down nice and slow. We're going to do that exactly the same one more time. When you're ready, use an inhale. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows back towards one another. Squeeze the shoulder blades back towards one another. And then exhale, fold. So this last one, you can do exactly what we just did those first two. If you want to go into a little bit bigger back bend, spread the feet wide towards the edges of the mat. You might move your hands just about an inch back. And then slowly use an inhale, pressing into the hands. Lift the chest and shoulders, lifting the belly. Trying to keep the hips on the mat. Pressing into the mat so your shoulders come out of the ears. We don't want to be cranked up like this. We want to be nice and open. The back side of the body is soft. And then as you exhale, lower down. We're going to meet in down dog. So you have two options. You can curl the toes under, press back towards child's pose first, and then lift to down dog. Or you can go a little bit more challenging way. From here, you curl the toes under and press up high plank, downward facing dog. So those are your flows. You have options. One option, you can skip all of them completely. You can do no flows in class if you want. You can do all of them. You can do some of them. It's very hot out here. So you can do the first one that we did together, a baby cobra. So you'll inhale, slowly lower to the belly, uncurl the toes and lift the chest. And then as you exhale, curl the toes under, downward facing dog. That's one option for a flow. The second option, more advanced, shifting forward. Elbow squeeze as you lower to a hover at the elbows. Maybe hold here and then uncurl the toes, inhale, lift. Shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, hips high, down dog. So anytime I say flow, that's what you can do. Those are your options, or skip them. So meeting me back in a downward facing dog, hips high. Big breath, inhale. Nice loud exhale, sigh it out. One more time, big inhale through the nose. Exhale. Good. Now on the inhale, we're going to come high onto the balls of the feet. And then take a nice deep bend in the knees. And press your chest back towards the thighs, so bear pose. Good, we're going to do that 2 more times. Straighten the legs, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Come on to the balls of the feet, deep bend into the knees, press the chest back towards the thighs. One more time together, straighten the legs, drop the heels. Here we go, last one, inhale, high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest back, deep bend in the knees. Straighten the legs, heels low, down dog. On the next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg high. As you exhale, bring the knee in towards your nose. Your high plank, knee to nose for a little crunch. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Let's do that again. Exhale, crunch knee to nose. Last time, inhale, right leg high. This time, as you exhale, knee in towards the nose, and you're going to plant your right foot in between the hands. And then place your left hand to the mat, and right hand reaches high for a low lunge twist. Trying to get a nice stack of the hands, the shoulders, the wrists, one straight line. Let your right hip gently hug back. Feel a nice stretch back here. Always an option to drop the bottom knee here if this is your first few classes. One more inhale. As you exhale, 2 hands down to the mat. We're going to come to a high lunge. So your hands can come to your knee first, and they can stay here. You can bring the hands to the hips. I want you to focus on your right knee directly over your right ankle. Strong, straight back leg here, and you're pressing into the ball of the foot so that your heel is lifting up. Let your right hip gently hug back, pushing your left hip forward. Good. Inhale, arms reach up high. As you exhale, let your right arm sweep towards the back of the mat and the left arm come forward. Gaze to the right for a twist. Inhale, two arms reach high. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, gentle twist. Inhale, two arms reach up. As you exhale, you're going to spin your back foot flat, so parallel to the short edge of the mat. Keep your right knee over your right ankle, a nice 90-degree bend if you can for warrior two. Arms reach in opposite directions. Gaze is over your right hand. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. And let your right knee track back towards the right. Getting into your hips a little bit more. Stay nice and low. Take a breath. Inhale. Flip your front palm. Reach, extend forward. As you exhale, you're going to reach up and gently reach back. There's little to no weight in this back arm. You're creating a nice side body stretch here. So reach up and gently, just slightly reach back. Good. Then we're going to come back to a warrior two. For side angle, right elbow to the right knee, and then left hand high. Now again, you want to stack your wrists and shoulders. One straight line. So twisting your left shoulder up, your chest is rotating towards the sky, gaze is towards the left hand. And we're not hanging out with a bunch of weight. You really want to use your core muscles and the strength of your legs to hold you up. If you have the space available, your right hand can come down to the mat. Big breath, inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Coming back, find a warrior two, nice and low. Cartwheel your back hand down, two hands to the mat. Step your right foot back, high plank. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower. You're going to go through your flow option. Inhale, you uncurl the toes and lift the chest. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Let's do the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, shift to a high plank. Squeeze. Knee to nose. Two more. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, squeeze. Knee to nose. High plank, shift to the toes. Inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, this time bring it in. Step your left foot between the hands. Again, you can stay on the toes. You can drop the back knee. This time we're going to keep right hand down, left hand high. Nice stack of the shoulders of the wrist. Gaze is up. Left hip gently hugs back this time. Good. Slowly. We're going to come up to a high runner's lunge. You can bring the hands to the knee first. Again, left knee directly over the ankle. Strong straight back leg if you can. Straight knee towards the sky. And you want your heel lifted. This time, left hip gently hugs back, right hip forward. Arms can come high. Feeling a nice stretch in the front of your right hip here. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, left arm peels to the back, right arm forward, gaze to the left. Inhale, two arms, woo, reach high. Last time, exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, two arms reach. Exhale, spin that back foot flat, parallel to the short edge of the mat, opening up warrior two. So this time the left knee is directly over the ankle. Your left knee is pushing back, so tracking to the left to open the hips a little bit more. Think belly button in towards the spine, so you're not sucking in, but you're engaging your whole core. Arms reach, gaze is over the left hand. Flip the front palm, inhale, we extend. Exhale, reverse. There's little to no weight in this back arm. I'm really reaching up and gently back for this left side body stretch here. Good, make your way back, warrior two. For side angle, you're going to bring left elbow, left knee, right hand high. Now again, we're not hanging out here, we're working. So use your legs, use the strength of your core. You might even float your elbow off the knee today. That felt good. You feel easy, fine here. You can drop the left hand down to the mat. Twisting the chest up towards the sky. Right shoulder peels back over the left. Inhale, exhale. Next, inhale, we're going to come back up. Warrior two. Stay nice and low in that front knee. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back. High to low plank as you take it through an optional flow. Whew. All right, we're going to do that all over again. Just get you started, get you accustomed. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. High lunge. We're not here long. We've kind of figured it out. You know what it looks like, know what it feels like. So we're going to move just a little bit quicker. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, open it up. Warrior two. Stay nice and low in that front knee. Flip the front palm to inhale, extend. Exhale, reverse. Little to no weight. Reaching up and back. Come back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. We're coming into a side plank. So you unplug the back foot. Keep the left hand to the center of the mat. And we're going to come right hand high. Stack the feet, stack the hips, the shoulders. If this seems like it's not there today, you can support yourself with your bottom knee. Wherever you're at, again, always trying to get that nice straight line of the arms. Pressing away from the mat to lift. Woo, lift the hips just a little bit more. If you've been inside plank, it feels good. You want a little more. Let's lift the right leg high. Then you're going to set your foot down behind you. And then we're going to dip down into the hips. So you come down to the mat. And for a nice big wild thing, press into the hand, press into the left foot and reach. Woo. When you're ready to come out, come back, hips down to the mat. Rolling over, coming high plank. Woo. Low plank, elbows squeeze. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, curl the toes, hips high. All right, left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Find your way up, high runner's lunge. Left knee over the ankle, high on the back ball of the foot. Left hip back. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Good, flip the front palm to inhale, extend. Exhale, reach up and back, reverse your warrior. Biceps by the ear. Coming back, warrior two. Left elbow, left knee, side angle, right hand high. If it feels good, left hand can come down. Nice stack of those shoulders, rotating the right shoulder back. Making your way back up, warrior two. Stay nice and low as you can. Cartwheeling your right hand down to the mat. You can step back, high plank, or go straight into side plank. Right hand down, left hand high. Stack the feet, stack the shoulders, the hips. You're pressing away from the mat here. If you want to go to wild thing, left foot lifts, left foot drops behind you. Drop the hips down to the mat, and then you press up and lift. Woo! Nice and slow, drop the hips back down. Making your way through your optional flow, meet me in a downward facing dog. Let's take a nice big breath into the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more inhale. Exhale. I'm going to grab a small sip of water. Take a second here. Getting back in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. As you exhale, step it through. We're going to come all the way up to warrior two this time. So spin your back foot flat. Rise up, warrior two. Good. Straighten the front leg. I'm going to turn to face the left, so I want you guys to turn and face the left, but I'm going to turn around so you can see. So all 10 toes, face the left, and then let your toes face out. So I'm turning around for you guys, toes out. Inhale, arms reach high, hands together, hands down in prayer. And you're going to bend the knees. So you're in a little squat here. This is called goddess. I want you to pull the shoulders back and down. Let the knees press back away from you, and the core is strong, nice and tight. Maybe you're feeling a little funky. You want to lift one heel. Gotta drop it down. Right heel. Woo, feel the shake. Drop it down. If you're really feeling crazy, spicy, lift two heels. Maybe sink a little deeper. Keep the knees pressing back. Good, drop the heels. Straighten the legs. We're going to come back to a warrior two. Sit nice and low. Right knee over the right ankle. Arms extend. Flip the front palm to inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Good, come back. Warrior two. This is going to be a quick side angle. We're going to birds of paradise. It's optional. Right elbow, right knee, left hand high. Maybe stay here. If this is your first couple of classes, just stay here, breathe. If you want to go into it, drop your right shoulder down. Reach behind you, left hand down. Clasping the hands. Nice and slow. Step to the front of your mat. Weight's going to stay in the left foot as you come onto the right toes. Now this is advanced, so it's fun. You can try it at home. No one's going to watch you. When you're ready, standing tall on that left foot, point your right toes high. Woo, nice and slow. Step it back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands. Step it back, take it through a flow. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hips high. Left side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Coming right up, back foot spins flat, warrior two. This time, straighten the front leg. All 10 toes are going to face the right this time. You can be slightly pigeon-toed so the toe can come in just a little bit. Arms out to the sides as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, nice and slow, start to hinge at the waist. We're coming to a wide-legged forward fold. Relax the head, relax the neck. You can reach for the outsides of the feet or the ankles. You can bring the hands behind you. Just keep the hips lifting and the head lowering. If you're not feeling much in the hamstrings, bring your feet a little closer together. Two more breaths. Use the strength of your legs and your core, arms out. Slowly make your way back up. Left toes to the front. Nice bend, warrior two. Flip the front palm, inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse. Little to no weight in that back arm. I like to go for a wrap here personally. That's happening. Really try to get that hand in your hip crease. Come back, warrior two. First side angle, left elbow, left knee, right hand high. Again, if this is your first couple classes, stay right here. Work on this. Work on that shoulder coming back. Work on using your core, not your arm to stay here. If you want to try a birds of paradise, left hand down. You're going to take your right hand behind the back. Left shoulder comes down under the knee. Clasp the hands. Step to the front of the mat. Weights in your right foot this time. Come high onto the left toes when you're ready. Woo. Nice and slow. When you're ready, you come down, come back. Warrior two. Cartwheel the hands. Take it through your flow, meeting back. Downward facing dog. Let's get this out of here. I'm going to take a second and take 2 deep breaths. Just kind of reset, recharge, catch my breath. It's nice and hot and sweaty. It's very humid out here. All right, meet me back in a downward facing dog. Remembering if you need breaks at all, take them. You can lay down, you can come to child's pose. Whatever feels good, you could just watch so you can see what's happening. Meet in a down dog. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of the mat. Nice and slow, come to standing. Inhale, the arms reach up, palms press, and the thumbs are crossed. So that's it. As you inhale, step with the right foot. As you exhale, we're going to hinge at the waist. Left foot comes up, gaze is down, biceps by the ears. Arms are going to pull back, palms face down. Warrior 3, it's a big pose. We're going to slowly bring the hands to the heart. Fingertips reach in front of you. And then hands to the mat, left toes kick high, standing split. Pointing the left toes. Heads relaxed. Woo. Good. When you're ready, nice and slow. Right fingertips down to the mat. Left fingertips down to the mat. Step 2 feet together. Inhale, nice and slow. Make your way up. Arms reach high, palms press. Hands to the heart. We're going to come to tree. So we're going to use the sole of the right foot to come to the ankle, the calf, or the upper thigh. You just want to avoid your knee. We're going to press the foot and leg into one another. Hands can stay at the heart. Give the option to extend the arms up. Rooting your left foot down, spreading the toes. Maybe you grow your tree branches, extending the arms open. When you're ready, hands together. Step your right foot down. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, take it through a flow. Hips high. Walk the hands back. And slowly peel up. Inhale, arms reach. Palms press, thumbs cross. Step with the left foot as you inhale. Exhale. Arms are going to draw back, palms face down, right foot lifts, warrior 3. Your chest is parallel with the mat, gaze is down. Option to bring the hands to the heart. Maybe you extend fingertips forward. And then fingertips down to the mat, both hands. Right foot takes a little higher, standing split, weights in the left foot. Continue to breathe here. Good, 2 feet together. Inhale, slowly peel up. Arms reach. Hands come down to the heart. Sole of the left foot again. Ankle, calf, upper thigh, avoiding your knee. Pressing foot and thigh into one another. Option to keep the hands here or extend them up. Arms can reach. Good, hands back down to the heart. Left foot down. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, we half lift. Plant the palms, step it back. Take it through a flow. some balancing poses, and then we're going to come down, cool down. So big toes together, standing up nice and tall. You roll the shoulders back and down. Core is strong, engaged. Arms down by the sides. Inhale, arms reach high. We're going to keep the left arm up, bicep to the ear. Right elbow, right hip, palm faces up like you're holding a tray. You can stay here and just work this. You can drop your right hand down with your thumb facing up. Maybe today you're here with your big toe as a kickstand. Maybe this is where you're at, just reaching. If you can grab the inside of the right foot or ankle with the thumb facing up, awesome. Bring your right knee a little closer to the left. Stand up as tall as you can. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Start to hinge at the waist and kick your foot away from your body. You're trying to create this space between the calf and the back. Keep kicking. Your chest naturally starts to go forward the more you kick. When you're ready, whoop, nice and slow, come down and we're going to switch. Inhale, two arms reach. As you exhale, right arm stays up, bicep by the ear, left elbow, left hip, palm faces up like you have that tray. You can reach back, again, three options. Left big toe as a kickstand, left foot here, or you can reach for the foot. Inhale, get as tall as you can. Left knee in towards the right. Exhale, kick away from your body. If there was a back wall, your shin would eventually come parallel. Keep kicking. Woo! Nice and slow, come up. Release the leg, inhale, two arms reach. Exhale, arms by the sides. Shake it out. All right, inhale, the arms reach. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Walk it out to a downward facing dog. Meet me there. You can shake it back and forth. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Good, we're gonna come down to the knees. And then for frog, this is a little intense for most, but I really want you to attempt it because it's really good for the hips. You're gonna turn to the right side of your mat. You wanna go with the long edge so you can use the mat. It's gonna help protect your knees. So for frog, you're gonna bring the knees out wide. So maybe they're not this wide and that's okay. Maybe your knees just go right here, that's fine. Wherever your knees are, I want you to be able to see your feet wider. So if your knees are here, that's cool, just have the feet further. If your knees are here, awesome, feet out here. It's called frog, so hopefully you can kind of tell that these are frog legs. Maybe this is fine right here. You can come down onto the forearms if that feels a little bit better. Tuck the tailbone. And just start to press back, opening the hips a little bit more. Breathing. Now if this is way, way, way too much for you, which it might be for some, especially for runners, you can skip it, but I encourage trying it. If you want to skip it for a yogi squat, swap it out. Just bring the toes out, heels in. Maybe you're not this high, you're up here today. That's okay. Just keep the chest lifted back. You're in frog. Wherever you're at, take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. If you're down, we're going to bring one foot in at a time and slowly come up. Turn back to the front. Bring the feet out in front of you. Sitting nice and long. Just kind of wiggle it out, get everything out from under you. We're going to sit up tall as you inhale, reach high. I like to have a gentle bend in my knees here. Exhale, nice and slow. Start to hinge forward. So you want to avoid all this rounding, this hunch. So pull the shoulders out of the ears. Press your chest towards your toes and flex your toes. Again, if your knees are bent like this, that's okay. I'm feeling it in my hamstring still. If your legs are straight, that's fine too. Just breathe. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to take a little bounding butterfly. So soles of the feet together and the knees fall wide. You can interlace your fingers under the toes. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale nice and slow. Start to come forward. Again, the same thing. The shoulders are out of the ears. Should feel a nice juicy stretch in the backs of the hips here. I'm pretty flexible, so I personally like to press on my knees to get just a little bit deeper. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly come up. And we're going to be in downward dog just one more time. Palms are pressing, hips are high. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Drop the back knee and uncurl the toes. You can interlace the fingers here over the right knee. Feeling a nice stretch in the front of your left hip here. Keep the core in, belly button strong towards the spine, and the hips are tilted up to really get that intense stretch. Now stay in this as long as you'd like. When you're ready for a half split, you're going to place the hands down, framing your right foot, and shift the hips back towards your heel. Right toes flex towards the face, and again, avoiding this rounding, this hunch, by pulling the shoulders back out of the ears. If you have a full split, now is the perfect time to take it. Let's see what we have here today. One more breath wherever you're at. When you're ready, we're coming into pigeon. So if you're in a half split, shift your weight forward, plant the foot. You're going to heel toe your right foot to your left wrist, and then right knee, right wrist. Back toes are uncurled. Trying to keep your knee outside of your hip here. Inhale to lift the chest. As you exhale, you can stay to the palms. Maybe today it feels good to come down to the forearms. Maybe, just maybe, you come all the way out flat here. And this is going to be intense. It's supposed to be breathe through it. When you feel like you want to come out, I really want you to stay and take 2 or 3 more good deep breaths. So just breathe here for a few. Like 5. Take 5 good breaths total here. Your back toes are reaching towards the back of the mat. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. If you want to stay here longer, you're more than welcome. When you're ready, you'll press the palms, lift the chest. Curl your left toes under, and then send your right leg high and just shake it out. Give it a little shake, a little wiggle. And then drop your right foot down to the mat, and we're going to switch. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Plant the foot. Drop the back knee and uncurl the toes. Interlace the fingers on the left knee. Again, like there's a string tied to your hips. Pulling your hips up just a little bit. Tucking the tailbone just slightly. Get that intense, that nice juicy stretch here. You're now coming to a half split. Frame your front foot. Shift the hips back. Flex your left toes towards the face. Chest towards the toes. Shoulders are out of the ears. Good. When you're ready, if you have a full split, you are more than welcome to go for it here. Whew, today. And then when you're ready, from half split, shift the weight forward, plant the foot, heel toe, left foot to right wrist, right knee, left knee, left wrist, right ankle, right wrist. There we go. Back toes are uncurled, reaching to the back of the mat. We inhale to lift. Create a little mini back bend here. And then exhale, fold to your degree, whatever feels good for you. Remember the knee is outside of the hip here. Two more good breaths here. When you're ready, place the palms on the mat, pressing the chest up. Curl your right toes under and send the left leg high. Give it a little shake, a little wiggle. And then drop both feet, down dog. Big breath, inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to come down onto our bellies. Bring the big toes to touch. Legs glue together. Zip up. Big toes, ankles, thighs, everything. Chins to the center of the chest. And I want you to reach the arms back behind you. Palms face down like you're high-fiving your mat. On an inhale, you're going to lift the chest, lift the shoulders, lift the legs, lift the arms. And then lower down. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, we lift everything up. And then we're going to reach your arms out in front of you like Superman, strengthening the back here. Woo! Good. Arms out to the sides like T's, and then relax. Now, leave your right arm out like a T, and place your left hand underneath your shoulder, and then you're going to roll onto your right shoulder. Now you can stay here with the hips stacked, feet stacked. If you want a little bit more, bring your left foot down behind you, right ear to the mat. Good, and we'll come back and switch. So left arm is out long, right hand under the right shoulder, and then roll onto the left shoulder. Again, you can stack the legs here. If you want just a little more, right foot comes back behind you, a nice shoulder opener here. Stretching into your left shoulder. And we'll come back through center and press back. And we're going to roll onto our back here. We're going to take 2 sets of bridge and then 1 shoulder stand and close out. So for bridge, we're going to lay down. Place the soles of the feet on the mat. Bring the heels towards the hips. Arms are down by the sides. Palms face down like you're high-fiving the mat. Chin to the center here. Take an inhale. Press into the hands. Press into the feet. Lift the hips. Bring the chest towards the chin. Like you're trying to hold an imaginary block in between the knees. You don't want them out. You don't want them in. Just squeezing towards one another. Don't let that imaginary block fall. And then lower down. We're going to take 1 more just like that. Take an inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Last one. Inhale. Press into the hands. Press into the feet. Lifting up. Chest comes towards the chin. Maybe this time you shimmy the arms underneath you. Interlacing the fingers. Pressing into the feet, lifting the hips just a little bit higher. Nice and slow, lower down. hug the knees into the chest. You can rock back and forth. Lift the legs high and just let the blood flow reverse here. This is, again, your first couple classes. Stay right here and just let that blood flow down. If you've taken shoulder stand and you feel you can take it safely, arms are down by the sides. You're going to nice and slow pop up that low back. Support the low back with the hands, and the chest comes towards the chin. One day you'll get a straight line, ankles over the knees, knees over the hips, hips over the shoulders. After a few breaths, if you want a little more, you can let 2 straight legs come down over the heads of the toes, come down to the ground. Option to interlace the hands for a little bit more. You can bend the knees and squeeze around the forehead for a little ear pressure, a little massage. And then when you're ready, one vertebrae at a time, we're slowly going to roll all the way down until the legs come flat. Relax the arms, relax the legs. You have made it to the end of your very first class. Start to relax every muscle in the body, from the crown, the very tippy top of the head, softening the face and the jaw, letting the tongue come off the roof of the mouth. Feel the shoulders and the arms, the hips and the legs nice and heavy into the earth. Letting the thoughts come and go like clouds passing by. There's no attachments. There's nothing left to do for the next few minutes here. Just letting all that hard work, all of those physical poses and that movement soak up. Take a nice big breath in through the nose together. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Sigh it out. Stay nice and still. Shavasana. Ready to come back. Start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. To nod the head back and forth. Maybe you inhale, reach the arms above you, stretching the toes long. And rolling over to one side or the other, whichever is comfortable. And we'll press up to a comfortable seat. Maybe you keep the eyes closed and bring the hands to the center of the chest. And notice if there's any differences. Maybe mentally you feel lighter or softer. Maybe physically you feel like your body's a little heavier into the mat and your shoulders are relaxed. Maybe you just feel a little calmer. I hope there was some sort of shift for you. Some sort of positive shift. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my first class online. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, whatever that may be. Namaste. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Drink lots of water today. If you have any comments, any feedback, let me know. Feel free to message me or leave a comment. Have a great day.